Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark Roden. In today's video, we're going to be ranking all Corvette generations from worst to best. Obviously, we are up to 8, but there is going to be 9 because, in my opinion, the C1 pre-facelift and then the C1 facelift are two completely different cars. So we're going to rank those two separately, just because, like I said, I think they're massively different cars. Last time I wasted you guys with a whole 2-minute long intro. So today, all I got to say is I am still sick. So if I sound raspy, if I don't sound like, you know, Taylor Swift, well, that's because I'm Mark Roden, and also because I'm sick. So I'm not going to sound that great today. Without further ado, let's get right into it with my least favorite Corvette, my ugliest Corvette. And that, at number 9, unfortunately goes to the old C1 pre-facelift. The old C1 Corvette is the first ever Corvette. Yeah, it's my least favorite of all the Corvettes. I know that maybe, you know, I'm outdated. I'm not I'm an uncultured swine for not saying that the first ever Corvette is the best Corvette. I understand a lot of people, they have this idea nowadays where it's like, just because something started everything, that means it's automatically better. No, obviously that's super cool, and it's a legendary Corvette. It's one of the most legendary Corvettes for sure. But in terms of like how much I enjoy the car, I'm easily putting this as my least favorite. I don't think it looks good at all. Its performance is garbage. My PT Cruiser was probably faster than this car, so it's just, unfortunately, it's just not for me. And then on top of that, you can't, it's like a convertible only, which is just sad. Coming in at the 8th position, however, is only slightly better than that, the C4 Corvette. Now, there are people, I have been seeing comments in videos on TikTok, on Instagram, whatever it may be. I've been seeing comments of people being like, the C4 is so slept on, it's actually a really good car. Listen, I disagree. I'm sorry, I disagree. It's super lightweight, which is probably, I think it's the lightest Corvette of all time, which, you know, makes up for its horrible horsepower numbers, but it still has horrible horsepower numbers, and it's just not good. There were so many cars at the time that were better than a C4 Corvette. I mean, you're talking early 90s, late 80s. Dude, that's like peak cars, okay? Like, you could find so many better cars than a C4. It makes sense why nobody really liked these things. And then in terms of the design, it's not the worst design out there, but it's just so boring. Like, it doesn't stand out from a crowd whatsoever. It's just a really boring car. Coming in at 7th place, however, is going to be going to the C1 facelift. Much better than the pre-facelift. The fact that they decided to make the new C1 instead of the and give it a facelift, very smart idea on Chevy's part, because that is, without a doubt in my mind, of the more gorgeous of the two. So I respect that, but overall the car still doesn't really grasp me. It's still just a convertible only. Its performance is obviously still not that good. Actually, I said convertible only, but I do think these cars had hardtop variants, so actually don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I think I am wrong. I think they had hardtops. But either way, the C1 facelift is miles better than the C1 pre-facelift, because let's face it, if you're looking at a C1, you're not looking at performance, because these are really old 50s cars. Like, you're not racing around in these things. So most likely what you're looking at them for is the styling. And I think the C1 facelift styling is millions times better than the pre-facelift styling. Now, the performance does drag it down, though. And coming in at the number 6 spot might make some people angry. It might, it's definitely going to make some people angry. This list is going to make people angry, because it's a personal opinion. Listen, people don't really tend to understand how personal opinions tend to work. But either way, 6th place is the C8, the newest generation of the Corvette. I'm not the biggest fan of. I thought it would grow on me over time. A lot of people were saying it did grow on them over time. I gave it time. If anything, I like it less now. Like, honestly, when it came out, I was like, okay, it's somewhat cool. But now now that I've actually seen them and stuff, I'm just like, whatever, you know. It doesn't, I mean, it's still a cool car. Like, if I see a C8 Corvette drive by, I'm still obviously going to be like, that's gorgeous, you know. It's a beautiful car. Its performance is through the roof. Flat plane crank. The ZR1 C8 Corvettes are insane. They have like 1,000 something horsepower out of the factory. Like, yeah, they're great cars. I'm not saying they're bad cars. They're incredible cars, but there's just something about them, to me personally, that it just lost its Corvette touch. Like, this is just, it just screams like generic supercar to me. Coming in at the number 5 spot, however, is going to be going to the C3. The C3 also kind of had a facelift model in there somewhere, but I'm just going to rank them both at the same time. I think the pre-facelift is miles better, though. It looks so much cooler. It's such a gorgeous car. But either way, that is the only thing the C3 really has going for it. Its looks. It looks insane. It's one of the best looking Corvettes out there, in my opinion. I think these things are absolutely gorgeous. My friend Curtis went up to look at one, and he brought me with him because he thought I knew cars. I don't know cars. I'm an idiot when it comes to cars, but I went up there anyway. I wanted to see a C3 Corvette, and oh my god, just looking at him in person, I wanted him to buy it so bad, but it was a piece of crap. Like, they're just such gorgeous cars, so every time you see a C3, you're just like blown away. However, the downside to a C3 is, of course, its performance. These old Corvettes, it's not a surprise to anybody that their performance is obviously not going to be that great. And the C3 was growing up during the absolute worst time to be a car. It was just gas crisis after gas crisis, oil crisis after oil crisis. And coming in at 4th place, barely missing out on a podium finish, is the C2, the last of the classic Corvettes. I think this is by far the best of them. The split window C2 is like one of the most wanted American cars of all time. Everybody wants a split window C2. I want one, obviously. Like, I'd be like, yeah, please give me that. But I'm not like, you know, actively going out and looking at them. Like, I couldn't tell you the price of these cars because, if I'm being honest, the only real Corvettes that I actually want are the top 3. But either way, the C2 is still an incredible car. It massively improved on the performance of the first generation. It massively, in my opinion, by a long shot, improved on the looks of the first generation. This car looks way better. I don't think it looks as good as a C3, but the performance for its time, obviously I know the C3 is a better performing car than the C2, but for its time the C2 did more, so that's why I put it one spot higher. And on top of that, obviously I can't take away from the freaking legacy that the C2 has. Like, the C2, everybody knows what the C2 split window is. Everybody wants that car. Coming in at 3rd place, the bronze medal of today's list, is the C6 Corvette. The C6 Corvette is making its rounds on TikTok right about now. Everybody and their mother wants a C6 Corvette on TikTok. It's ridiculous. It happens all the time. I love the cars, but goodness gracious, you guys overrate them a little bit. Either way, it is an incredible car, obviously. I do think, though, of the 3 or 4, I would say, modern Corvettes, this one looks tied for the worst. I think this one and the C8 look the worst. The C7 and the C5, I think, look way much better. Because I don't like how the C6, it just doesn't look wide at all, unless it's a ZR1. And then it's like, well, yeah, the ZR1 is obviously going to look wide. It's a freaking ZR1. And then on top of that, the paint matched headlights idea was really bad. It almost looks like this car was supposed to have pop-up headlights, but then last minute they were like, oh crap, we can't do that anymore. Let's try and fix some headlights on here. And that was like that was a result, because it doesn't look natural. It looks so weird. The headlights on this car, not good. All right, coming in at 2nd place, by the way, I know it just sounded like I was bashing the C6 there. I'm not. I still love the C6. I was just saying that there are some things wrong with it. But 2nd place is the C7, which obviously, if you know the process of elimination, that means you know what 1st place is. But either way, 2nd place, the C7, in my opinion, is the most beautiful Corvette of all time. The C7 has the most perfect vents, the most aggressive lines, the perfect headlights, perfect taillights, perfect body style, perfect everything about it in terms of its looks. Its performance is also obviously through the roof. The ZR1 in particular is an absolute beast. The only real reason why this one got 2nd and not 1st is because I don't think they're in my mind, I don't really think about these cars that often because they're too expensive still for me. And so I don't really care too much about them. Overall, obviously, yeah, they're better than the 1st place car, but I still think that the 1st place car just barely edges it out. I think maybe in like 10 years from now, when these come down in price and they become like affordable, more people are buying them, more people are modifying them, we can see what they can become more easily, then yeah, I think it might take the crown. But as of right now, I think it's 2nd. That's because obviously 1st place is the GOAT, the C5. The C5 Corvette, in my opinion, is truly the best Corvette generation ever. I think everything about it is damn near perfect. Its looks are damn near perfect. It still has pop-up headlights, damn near perfect. Its interior is perfect. I love the fact, I do think the C7 interior I'd probably rather have because it's more modern and everything, but this is a good middle ground. It's got the analog interior of the classics, but it still has modern features to make the ride comfortable. And then on top of that, its performance is amazing, especially since it has a freaking LS. And then on top of all of that, it's reliable and it's cheap. You can find one of these things for 10 grand, 15 grand all day long. And it's a 350 horsepower rear wheel drive car. I love the C5. I recommend the C5 in almost all my videos. I think the C5 is hands down the best generation of Corvette as of right now. Maybe the C9 will blow my socks off, and like I said, maybe in a couple years I will think the C7 might take the crown once it becomes a little bit cheaper. But as of right now, the C5 is, in my opinion, just Oh my god, it's perfect. I want a C5 so much. I'm on Facebook Marketplace looking at C5 Corvettes every damn day of my life. I love them. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video ranking all Corvette generations from worst to best. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see in the comment section down below. And again, I want to apologize just in case I sounded raspy or I wasn't too enthusiastic today or whatever it may be. I'm sick. It happens, you know. Unfortunately, whenever I'm sick, it's 10 times worse than everybody else in the world. Like if you guys got the exact same sickness as I did, your sickness would be like 10 times easier than mine, because that's just how I am. It's just, my sicknesses are awful. You should and then every time I have like one little thing, you know, I could have like a cough, which is what I have today. It's everything. I got a cough, a stomach bug, chlamydia, everything is on me. It's an absolute nightmare. It's horrendous. Obviously I'm joking, but either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. Das Vidania, and have, I swear I just heard somebody like walking back there, and there should not be anyone walking back there. What is, oh, my cat was back there. That scared the bejesus out of me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Das Vidania, and have a nice night. I'm gonna get you sick.